Another tool that we need to know about is we know about our products and we know how much information is coming in as far as price and everything else goes. But one important thing we can't forget about is who's coming to our site and where they're getting from. The tool that we use for that is called Google Analytics. There's other services that exist, but Google Analytics is our go-to. So basically what Google Analytics is going to do is it gives you metrics, charts, graphs, everything about information regarding people coming to your site. How many people came to your site, when they came to your site, how they're getting to your site. It really provides you almost limitless possibilities of figuring out traffic to your site. It's very important to have some type of analytics software hooked into your e-commerce site. So to get started, if you have a Google account, you can simply click sign in, but you do have to have one. So we're going to say if we don't, you click create an account. And then from there, you have to click on the link below to create an account, and then you have to enter your information. Now we do have a Google account, so what we're going to do here is we're actually just going to sign in using our account.
So we're going to go ahead and enter in our username and password for the Google account, and we will click sign in. And one important thing to note is Google Analytics is free, which is one of the reasons it's one of the most popular analytics tools. As you can see here, sign up now. It's easy and free. So we just click sign up once we're logged into our Google account. And this should go ahead and load the page. So we want to say we are tracking a website, and we're going to give it an account name. So I'm going to call this Code Karate Store. The website name is just going to be Code Karate Store. And if we wanted to, you could use the account as a way to store multiple websites. So if you had a store and a blog as different websites, you could have both of them show up under one section. And now we need to give it a URL. And this can be any URL that it's going to be accessed at. You could paste in the one from Pantheon, but I'm going to go ahead and put in what we know the final URL is going to be, which is store.codekarate.com. You can select the industry, which you can just pick the one that's closest to you. I'm going to just select shopping. You can do the time zone for reporting. And you want to read through this and select your data sharing settings. And this is how much information you want to share with Google. I'm going to leave all these default, but you want to read through those and pick which ones you actually want. And now you click the Get Tracking ID. This is going to ask you then to go through the terms of service for Google, and you want to read through all of that, and it should allow you to click the save button, but there must be an issue with Google, so I'll just zoom out here and click I accept. And now once you get to this point, now you are in. So it says you can click here to see your notifications. This tells you what property you're currently looking at. This is the admin, and this is the important part here, is this UA code. And we're going to use that here in the next section. If you needed to look at all the different other configuration options, you can look over here. But we're not going to need to do most of that. Most of it's already set up from the beginning. If we go back to the home page, we'll just accept the default preferences, but you'll have the Code Karate Store, and you'll have this all website data. And it's not going to show anything yet because our site isn't hooked up, but this is where it's going to show us all of our graphs for visitors, the real time of how many people are currently on our site, how they got there through the acquisition, what they do when they get there as far as what products are they clicking on, what pages, and you can eventually set up conversions to see how a customer goes from getting to your site to actually purchasing.
If Google Analytics is new to you as well, we're not going to be covering very much information on Google Analytics. That is a course in itself, to be quite honest. We do have a few videos at codekarate.com you could check out, as well as check out other courses on Udemy covering Google Analytics. It truly is a service on itself, and it definitely takes some time to master. But again, in the next video here, we're going to show you how to at least link in your Drupal commerce site with your Google Analytics to get data.
And once you get the data flowing, then you can really spend the time or sit down for a few hours and decide to really start looking at Google Analytics more. But the important part right now, especially when you're creating your story, is just making sure the data is getting there, and then from there you can spend more time learning about Google Analytics.